Okay, so we're going to go over the forming ions practice worksheet. I did set it up so that I can go back and forth between my periodic table this time, which should make it easier to see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make a copy of this first so that I don't mess up anything. Oops. Okay, and we're going to work off of this answer key document. So hopefully you are able to kind of fill in some of this already. I'm going to just change my color to red so that it's easy to see the answers here. So hopefully you're able to go through and fill in the number of valence electrons, whether we're gaining or losing electrons, and the ion formed. Now, if you struggled with this, then go through and fill in as I fill it in, and we are going to get some more practice with this. So next up in our list, the barium and chlorine I did with you in the last video. So we're now going to do gallium, which is Ga. So gallium is right here, number 31. It's in group 13. So that means that it has 3 valence electrons. 3 and under means that we're going to lose 3, which means that our ion is going to be 3Ga plus 3, okay? Because we're losing 3, which means we have 3 extra protons, which means that we're going to be positive, a positive ion. Okay, so calcium, looking at my periodic table, is in group number 2. So I am 2 valence electrons. I'm going to lose 2. And I'm going to have Ga plus 2. Potassium is in group number 1. And so we're going to have, oh, I wrote Ga here. This should be Ca. Potassium is group number 1, which means we have 1 valence electron. We lose 1. And so we're going to have K, and we're just going to do a plus. We're not going to put a 1. We don't need to put the 1. Okay, boron is number 5 in group number 13. So we have 3 valence electrons. We lose 3. We're going to have B plus 3. We have all pluses right now. Let's try phosphorus. Phosphorus is over here, is in group number 15. Okay, that means we have 5 valence electrons. Now, because we're over 3, we're going to subtract. So I'm going to do 8 minus 5 equals 3. And in this case, we're going to gain 3. So we're going to have P minus 3 because we have a charge of minus 3. We have 3 extra electrons now to fill out our shell. Magnesium, we're going back over here to group number 2. So we have 2 valence electrons. We lose 2. So we have Mg plus 2. Fluorine is in group number 17 over here, which means we have 7 valence electrons. 8 minus 7 equals 1. So we're gaining 1. And in this case, it's going to be F. And we're just going to do a minus sign. Now remember, you should be doing subscripts for this, but because we're doing it on the computer, it's a little bit hard to do. So we're keeping it as just regular numbers. When we're back in person, I'll be able to show this to you a little bit better. Okay, sodium, group number 1, which means we have 1 valence electron. We're going to lose 1. So we're going to have Na plus. And finally, we have selenium, which is, where's selenium? Se, right here, number 16. Group number 16, number 34. So we have 6 valence electrons. 8 minus 6 equals 2, which means we gain 2. Let me move this up. Which means we have Se minus Okay, so remember, if we have 1, 2, or 3 valence electrons, we're losing electrons. Okay, and our charge is then going to be a plus whatever the number we're losing. If we're in group 15, 16, or 17, that means that we have that many valence electrons. We're going to be gaining electrons, and we're going to be, so we have to, in order to find out how many we're gaining, we have to subtract 8 minus however many we already have, and that gets us our charge. Okay.